Hey, thanks for stopping by and checking out today's video. You're going to be pretty impressed with this swag tent. This is a swag, and it's from a company called Hima. This is not your typical swag tent. It's kind of a large one-person, plenty of room. But the main thing about this that just sets it apart from any other swag, and it kind of makes it the future of swag camping, this is an inflatable swag. That's right, inflatable. So it comes with a pump. You hook it up to the valve and you pump it up, and then you have your swag palace. And if you want to elevate your swag camping, I'm going to show you the cot that works perfect. The size is perfect for this swag. Stick around, check this out. We're going to see how many pumps it takes to get to our palace, and we're going to show you the cot that works perfect with it. Stick around. All right, here is the Hima inflatable swag tent. Let's get some dimensions of the pack size and the weight. Okay, so this is just going to be a kind of a rough measurement. 17-inch this way, 26 inches that way, and about 14 inches tall. Let's get a weight. All right, it's 32 pounds. So, what comes in this bag? Well, let's see. It's going to have the swag, and it's going to have an air pad. So most swags, if you're familiar with swag tents, they come with a kind of a mattress, a foam mattress, sometimes 2.5 inches up to 3 inches thick. This one comes with an air pad. It's specifically made for this swag tent. You get a couple of extra carry bags. I'm not really sure what all these are for, but maybe it's just extra bags to help carry stuff to your campsite, maybe. But once you set everything up and you deflate your air mattress, you can just leave the air mattress in the swag tent to just roll it all up. So when you unroll it, like we're going to do here today, and we're going to set it up on our Teton XXL cot because it matches up perfect with that Teton cot. The air mattress is already in there, so we're just going to inflate the swag, and then we'll inflate the air mattress. So here's the pump. And there's some other stuff in here. We have some tarp poles. All right, here is the pump. There's a instruction booklet, air swag user manual. I don't think we're going to need that. So here's the pump. And it also comes with the hose, so it attaches. You can screw it onto the air nozzle, and it has a 7 psi release valve. So really all we need is about 6.5 to 7 pounds of psi through the tube system to erect this tent. And then if you're not sure, the first time you just keep pumping and pumping. Once you get 7 pounds in there, that's it. It'll just start coming out of the release valve here. So you can't overinflate and potentially rupture your tubes. So that's good and a handy deal there. All right, and another bag. There's like 4 carry bags altogether. I'm not really sure what all that's about. We have another bag here. This has all the tent stakes. And let's see what else is in there. Oh, these are kind of interesting tent stakes. So they are glow in the dark, and they're kind of a twist. So once you start pounding these in, that vibration, it'll kind of twist in. That's helpful for getting around roots that may be close to there, and maybe some rocks that might be close to where this is going in. It can just kind of twist around through there. Kind of neat. There's some guy wire in there, and let's see what else is in this carry bag. Oh yeah, so we do get a little 12-volt electrical pump. This is for the air mattress. You get a little patch kit for the air mattress. We'll just put that back in there. Here is your different nozzles to use in conjunction with this air pump. So this would be handy for other items. If you had an inflatable chair, anything inflatable that takes a lot of volume of air, you'll be able to pump it up pretty quickly with this. So we're going to use this to air up our air mattress today that comes with the Hima inflatable swag. All right, let's get the swag out here. So you get two nice cinch straps to kind of help hold it all together so you can get it into your storage bag. And the bottom of this is rubber PVC, waterproof, heavy duty anchor points. And so you can use this on rough terrain on the ground as a traditional swag. But I own the Teton XXL cot, and I tell you what, that cot matches up perfectly with the footprint of this air swag. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go over there. We found a nice little level spot there. We're going to set this up. So let's do that. Let's set it up. All right, let's try to get this leveled out there. I think that looks pretty good right there. Let's go get the swag, and let's see how many times it takes to pump to get it to turn into a tent. We're just going to unroll it, unfold it, kind of center it up on the cot. So the tent itself is a little bit wider than this cot, but once it's inflated and you have the air pad inside, it really matches up pretty good. So here is our inflation valve. So we're just gonna screw this back in. That's how you deflate it. And then we're gonna unscrew this top piece. And now we're ready for our pump. And we're gonna pump this up. All right, so we got the swag laid out on the cot here. It's kind of evenly distributed as much as we can. So there is an air column that runs through the two ends, so it's like a hoop, and then there's a ridge tube that connects the two and creates the loft for this tent. All right, we have our pump hooked up. Let's see how many pumps we can do. So we'll just count it up, and then we might have to help this pop up. I don't know, it may just pop up on its own. Let's see what we got. All right, we're at 20 pumps. $27, $28. All right, so I feel air coming out of the nozzle. So I think we just got to help this out a little bit. There we go. So I think 25 pumps, and that's all it takes. So 25 pumps. So we did a little extra because that side wasn't popping up. But just go there and kind of give it a little hand, a little assist there, and there you go. All right, let's unhook our pump. Just gonna cap off the valve here. All right, Hima inflatable swag. Very nice. This is a big swag. This is a single person. They do have a double person or a two person, and I think it's like 60 inches wide. We're gonna get some measurements on this thing, but let's take a look at the outside. We got 3 loops out here. This is so you can tie up, roll this up out of the way. This is gonna be your main storm flap. It does have blackout material on the underside, and the material is heavy duty. I'm gonna put on the screen here the materials, and then waterproofness, and also the underside, all the seams are heat tape sealed, so that is nice. And you also get a rain flap here. This just kind of covers up the zipper seam right here, and then also you got about 2 to 3 inch cover here over the zipper seam. So once you do put that there, put the storm flap over, you're not going to get any moisture coming through this tent, that's for sure. So what's good about this tent is both sides are openable, like you see here. So we could do the other side as well. So you do have your bug mesh. Keep out all the bugs, all the little bugs, keep them all out. Very nice. So it zips up all the way here. You can also roll that up. There's looping toggles for the net, looping toggles for the outer flap as well. All right, let me show you the inside before we get our air pad aired up. So there's our air pad. We just kind of have it, it's just deflated. We just rolled it right up with the swag. Works great. You can take it out and have it separate. So if you wanted to use it separately, if you weren't going to be using the swag, I guess that's why they have those extra carry bags. Pretty nice. But here are the air beams. So you have the loop on both sides, and then you have the ridge tube. It goes all the way across. Very nice. So these tubes are very thick. It has a Kevlar coated material that zips over it to help protect it, and then you also get this outer layer material, so you're not going to puncture these tubes. It's just not going to happen. All right, let's take a look at some inside features here. You got some pockets right there, pocket there, same thing on the other side. You have a large window here. It says loop and toggle. You can roll that up out of the way. And the mesh is also openable. So if you need to reach outside there or something like that, you can do that. Same thing on the other side. Very nice. All right, let's take a look at the outside of this thing. I'm going to probably, more than likely, I'm going to utilize this air swag on this cot. And I'll tell you some benefits of that. But let's take a look at the storm flap here for your window. So this is what I would guy out. This side, and then also the other side. So here's the back side. This is all openable if you want. Get full ventilation going. And then I would also guy that out right there. And I think that's all you would need for guying out. Okay, let's get some inner dimensions of this air swag. So width-wise, we are looking at 45 inches wide. Okay, think about a one-person tent, 45 inches wide. A regular two-person tent, most of the time, is about 50 to 51 inches wide. This is pretty wide. And let's get a length here. We're at 83 inches long, and we have a lot of height in here. Even when the air pad is inflated, which I think is a 4-inch air pad, we're gonna have plenty of height here. I don't think our head's gonna hit. We'll have plenty of room to sit up. So right now I don't have the air pad blown up. And I have plenty of room here, so more than 4 inches for sure. All right, let's get a peak height while we're here. So we're at 39-inch peak height, and that's to the tube. If we go floor to the ceiling past the tube, I think we're gonna have about 41 inches. We're gonna have 43 inches. So up to the tube, 39 inches. That is pretty good interior height there, especially for a swag tent. All right, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna hook up our air pump. We're gonna get this air mattress blown up, and we'll take a look at that. All right, so on the air pad, there is a smooth side and a soft side. The soft side is gonna go up. So there it is with the air pad inflated inside the swag. Very nice. Here's one of the tarp poles. So I don't think the tarp pole is very tall. It's not tall enough to use if you're gonna have it on the cot. Let's take a look. It would, however, be if you had it on the ground. See how short we are there? So if you had additional tarp poles that were like 4 feet tall, or telescoping ones that go forward maybe up to 7 feet, you could tarp that out and kind of have a little awning or a porch, so to speak. Okay, I moved us out of the direct sun there, get us in the shade, because it's starting to warm up a little bit. And the lighting was all kind of messed up. Hopefully this is a little bit better. So I got the solid panel on the backside rolled up, but I got the mesh still closed back there. And if I really wanted to maximize my airflow, I would go ahead and get those storm flaps on the windows, guide out. But just for demonstration purposes, we're just going to leave it like it is for now. But man, look, I got the pad inflated, and we have plenty of interior height here. Plenty of room in this one-person swag. Something is rubbing on my leg, and I don't see what it is. All right, let's see if we can lay down in this thing and see what kind of room we have. Man, we have all kinds of room, I'm telling you. Plenty of room. This is super comfortable. So I did test this at my house. I set it up for the first time at home because I wanted to be familiar with how to set things up. And once I got out here, and so I set it on the ground initially, and I tested the air pad, and man, it was really comfortable. I just filled the air pad up fully, and then I just kind of let a little bit of air out. So when everything kind of conformed to my curves or whatever, my back, then I just tightened it up, and it was good to go. But when you have it on the cot, it's a different feel. So you don't need this quite as full of air, but it's just even more comfortable when it's on the cot. So the benefits of having a swag on a cot, just real quick here is, I mean, obviously right here, we're sitting down, and to get into our swag, so swag tents are typically shorter. So if you have it on the ground, you got to get down on your hands and knees and crawl into. A swag is even smaller than a one-person, two-person tent. It's more like a bivvy, an oversized bivvy. But if you're able to put it on a cot, such as this, I mean, you see the benefits of it. Just sit down real easily, and you get around the campsite here. You saw how fast I got out of there. I don't have to get up off the ground and crawl around. I just get right over there to it, sit down. I can kick my shoes off. There's plenty of room to set my shoes down in here at the end of the tent here. And if it's cold, windy, if I want to keep it warm in here, I just close everything up. These are nice, big, hefty zippers. It's so easy to zip everything. You can really batten down the hatches with this, and it's weatherproof, stormproof. You're going to be protected in this for sure. All right, well, what do you think about this inflatable swag? Do you think this is the future of swag tent camping? Do you think an inflatable tube system is going to hold up? Will it hold up through fluctuations of temperature? So like today, it's supposed to get up to 90 degrees, but at night it'll get down to 60. Will it deflate? Will it hold air? You're gonna have to stick around for a future video. When we camp in this. Right now, today is just the first look. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe. There's gonna be a lot of videos down the road that's gonna involve this, because this is, I see a lot of benefits with this. Very, very cool. All right, so we're gonna let you stick around a little bit longer. The rest of the video is gonna be, I'm just gonna deflate the air mattress, and then once it's deflated, we're going to deflate the tent. I'm gonna close all the doors. I'm gonna get it set up and ready to stow it away in a storage bag. So what I like to do on that is I like to close all the vents or the windows, leave the windows maybe about that much open. So if there is any air in there, this material is very heavy duty and it can hold air in there, so it's kind of hard to get everything to collapse. All right, let's get that, and let's collapse the tent. Let's get it packed away. So you can kind of see how quick it is to pack up your tent. So I am going to zip up the bug mesh. Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to deflate our air pad first. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, so that valve is located right underneath. All right, this shouldn't take very long at all to deflate. And I think the smart thing to do is match up this air valve to where the air valve is on the tent. So that way we can roll up from this side down to the air valves, and that'll help push out any air that might be remaining. Good point. Good thinking. Well, thank you, appreciate it. Sometimes I have good thoughts. Sometimes I have pretty good ideas, and most of the time I don't. All right. All right, so that's pretty much deflated. It's got a little bit in there, but I think it'll roll out once we start folding it up. And then this, we're just gonna get it down and zip it right to there. We're gonna pull this flap back over. Same thing over here, got right to there. Leave this bottom part open, that way air can escape. Same thing over here.